I am Jim Luter, and I'm going to tell a myth. In the center of the area that we now call Italy is an area bisected by the Tiber River. It has a beautiful surroundings, hills and village, and in it was a beautiful lady named Rhea. Now, Jupiter was the god. He was the head god of all the gods of that area, and one of his sons was named Mars. Mars, the god of war. Well, Mars saw Rhea and thought to himself, that's one good-looking lady. I would like her for me. Well, she wasn't particularly interested, but knowing how gods are, he took over. And a number of months later, she gave birth to twin boys. They were named Remus and Romulus. The leaders of the area did not like those two boys because they were the sons of a god, and they figured they would try to take over the place. So they decided to drown them in the river. But Rhea's servant found the situation, put the boys into a floating basket, and sent them down the river. The basket caught in the roots of a fig tree, where it just so happened a wolf was making her home. She had given birth to two little cubs, but they had been lost for some reason or another. And so she took over their babies, and she provided milk for the babies, along with the help of a woodpecker. Time went by, and it became obvious that they had to do something besides try to raise the babies themselves. So she placed them in a position where they would be found by a shepherd and his wife, and they were then raised as shepherds. But it became obvious that they were much more brilliant than the typical shepherd, and had the ability that was beyond what it seemed to be normal. Indeed, of course, they were the sons of a god. And they decided that that area, because it was protected by 7 hills, would be a wonderful area to form a city. And so they set about to do so. Well, the question was, who was going to lead the city? You can't have 2 kings. A contest was held in which the 2 young men were to count birds, and the one that counted appropriately would be the winner. Well, they were given the starting time and the counting time. Remus counted 6 birds, but he finished first, and Romulus counted 12 birds, but he finished second. And so Remus was called the winner. Romulus didn't like that. And as a result, when he had a chance, he took a rock and smashed it into his brother's head, killing him. And he then became the king of the city as it began to develop. Well, the city we now know by the name of Romulus, namely the city of Rome.